What's good, y'all? It's Elijah Boy. Let me talk to you. What a SummerSlam so far. SummerSlam night one is officially done. Let's go through the highlights. Show starts off with Drewski doing a opening or promo, I guess. And then Cardi B came out, "It's me, hello. It's me, hello. It's me, hello." And Cardi B came out and yelled at us for about a couple minutes. But she gets the show started. First matchup, Jey Uso, who had to walk 5 miles to get to that ring, yeeted his way 5 miles to the ring. Teams with Roman Reigns to take on Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. I almost said Bronson Breaker. So Reed comes out wearing Roman Reigns shoes. Like I said, in the hood, that's the most ultimate form of disrespect. You beat a person up and you take their shoes. First highlight I want to bring up, Roman Reigns did the Superman dive outside the ring. I ain't seen him do that in quite a while, so it was pretty cool. I guess Roman said, bump it. It's SummerSlam. I'm lit. Might have had a couple drinks before the match. So he went for the dive, and man, he almost dove over them. Well, he basically kind of did, but he was able to knock him down. Roman also hit Braun through a barricade, man. Very full force, too. And Roman called the shot. And they hit the 1D, pause, just like the Usos used to do. And technically the Dudley Boys as well. Braun Breaker gets into control for a second and measures Jey Uso for a spear, but Roman did something we have not seen him do in years. He moved Jey out of the way and took the spear himself. Then Jey Uso hits a super kick on Braun, super kick to Bronson Reed. Braun with Ron James, and hits a spear on, I can't remember, one of the Brauns, and then I think it was on Bronson Reed, and then he hits the Uso splash for the win. Jey picks up the win, and Jey and Roman walk away victorious. Next, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez and I was about to say Roxanne Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez versus We're Not Friends. Team We're Not Friends. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Now, I, of course, am aware of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss doing the tag teams. I apologize for not doing any reactions to their segments, but I kind of get the gist. It's sort of like a rock and sock kind of deal in a way. But after a hard-hitting match, Charlotte Flair got a lot of... It seemed like everybody warming up to her. I mean, sure, she gets injured, she comes back, and they boo her out of the building. But now that she's teaming with Alexa Bliss, who is very loved, everyone seems to get behind her. Pause. Not like that, but you get what I'm saying. But after a hard-hitting match, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair pick up the win and become the new Women's Tag Team Champions. Woo! What is that, a Will Smith? That's how he laughed. He'd be like, The next match, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Hopefully with these jokes, I don't cross over. I need to start dating again. Basically, it was a standard wrestling matchup here. And of course, Karrion Kross basically tried to get Sami Zayn, Kross, and what's her name? Scarlett. Tried to get Sami Zayn to use the pipe. Pause. Try to get him to lay pipe. Whoa, Elijah, pipe down. These jokes are piping hot. Okay, I'm sorry. But they tried to get him to use the pipe, not crack or anything. Can I just be normal and just say what happened? But Sami Zayn refused, and he hits the Helluva Kick. If my memory serves me correctly, I think he hit the Helluva Kick. And he picked up the win over Karrion Kross, and Sami Zayn walked out with his heart and soul intact. The next match is for the WWE Women's World Championship with Tiffany Stratton. It's Tiffany time. Like, oh my gosh. And Jade Cargill. Like I said, it's a pretty standard matchup. Jade Cargill hits some hard-hitting offense. But in the end, Tiffany Stratton was able to pull out the win. Pull out. Next, Logan Paul teamed with Drew McIntyre to take on Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. The match basically begins. Logan Paul straight socked Jelly Roll. He hit him with that Jack Baker from Resident Evil Biohazard punch. Welcome to the family, son. Bow. So Jelly Roll said, "You know what? I'm a man, Randy. Let me start." So Jelly Roll basically started the matchup, and then Randy Orton, he had to be convinced. Then Jelly ended up looking at Drew McIntyre, and he learned real quick that wrestling ain't for everybody. But Jelly Roll held his own the best he could. Later in the match, Jelly Roll is placed on the announce table. And Logan Paul grabs 2 Prime bottles. He gonna promote that Prime. And then he hit a frog splash onto the table on top of Jelly Roll. Even his wife looked concerned in the front row. She was like, "Baby!" That had to be hard for her to watch. What was even more hard to watch, pause again, Jelly Roll almost got carried out while Randy Orton was essentially in a 2-on-1 handicap match situation. But the crowd was essentially hyping him up. And Jelly Roll looked at Randy and he said he couldn't let that happen. So Jelly Roll starts slowly making his way to the apron. I know at that point he was probably blowed up. You know what I'm saying? This is his first match. And Randy tags him in. And then my boy had a comeback moment in the classic clothesline. But unfortunately, after Randy Orton hits Drew McIntyre with an RKO, Logan Paul throws Randy shoulder first into the turnbuckle. And then Logan Paul hits a, what do they call it? The Paul splash, frog splash, whatever, onto Jelly Roll and won. Which surprised me, but it is what it is. But Jelly Roll did a fantastic job. I salute you, sir. And now we get to the main event. As Alicia Taylor would say, for the World Heavyweight Championship! CM Punk challenging the Ring General. The best in the world versus the Ring General. Gunther. This match here, I was so invested. I barely made notes because I was that invested into the match. I didn't want to miss nothing. But that first chop, he knocked the sonic rings off of CM Punk with that chop. But basically, after a bunch of back and forths, Gunther goes out and he starts basically bragging, I'm the best in the world. This is the World Heavyweight Championship. It belongs to me. And, he stands on the announce table and Punk yanked him, which was hilarious. Next thing you know, Gunther comes back up from the table and is just bleeding. And I said, oh, man, we got a world title match on our hands. My boy gets back into the ring, and CM Punk goes for a go to sleep, but Gunther reverses into a sleeper hold. I, for one, almost thought this was over, but Punk persevered, hits the go to sleep, stuns Gunther for a second. Gunther looking like me after happy hour, just bloodied and holding his head up. No pause, right? So then Punk picks up Gunther, right? Hits a GTS again. And 1, 2, 3, CM Punk for the first time in so many years became a world champion again. And we was happy. And then Seth Rollins music hits. And this is where it gets good. Well, then again, the whole show's been pretty good. But you get what I'm saying. Rollins comes out. He's on crutches. Leg all casted up. And I'm like, I was like, what's the point of him coming out here? He was like, hold on to it while you can. All that other stuff, right? And I'm like, oh, it's kind of weird. But oh, well, at least Punk walks away with the world title, right? Wrong. Rollins crutches away. Then he stops. And then he throws down the crutches. Then he turns around. Then he rips off the cast. Piece by piece. And it turns out his leg is perfectly fine. Then he starts walking down the aisle, right? Essentially attacks Punk with the briefcase. And then he hands the briefcase to Jessica Carr. and says, I'm cashing it in, okay? So she goes over there, and like Anita Ward, she rings the bell. Rollins hits a curb stomp, and he became the new World Heavyweight Champion. Rollins hates this dude so much, he can't let him have it. Rollins committed the second heist of the century, y'all. And that was the end of SummerSlam Night 1, and that is the end for this review. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow for SummerSlam Night 2. And yeah. Also, if you have not checked out ACW Action Zone Pilot, as I said in the video, my animated pro wrestling show, if it reaches 500 views and 100 likes, I'll make another episode. Y'all got until next Friday to make it happen. And if it doesn't happen, it is what it is. I'm still proud of the project, and I hope you all enjoy it. But I'll see y'all soon. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for SummerSlam Night 2.